Good morning, good morning. It's Kate Bolt, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK, and I've just hopped off my weekly Facebook Live coffee and cards that I do every single week. And I just thought I normally just post that video from Facebook and I pop it up onto YouTube so you can see and get lots of crafty inspiration. This was a bit of a long one today, so I thought I'd just remake the card and make it a little bit more concise just for once. Now, I love this. This is a kind of triangle flippy flap card. I'm not sure what the actual name is. I'm sure you'll find them on YouTube if you look them up. But the person I saw who inspired me to make this card was Kylie Bertucci. She's an Australian Stampin' Up demonstrator, and she made a fantastic version of this card using the artfully layered suite. I believe that's what it's called, with all the ferns and the leaves. It's really beautiful. So I wanted to crack open the Artistically Inked Suite from Stampin' Up today. It's in our annual catalogue, which is retiring at the end of April. It has stamps, it has dies, and it has the most gorgeous papers, which I wanted to show you and use. So they are foiled, aren't they stunning? So I'm going to show you how to make this deceptively easy card. Okay. Right, so it's easier than it might look. Oh, maybe before I show you how to make it, I should show you how it works. So it opens like this, and then it opens like this. How fun is that? Or you could change it up, and you can have it opening like this, and you can have it opening like that, which I've done with that one. I'm going to show you how that works. Very easy. Now, I'm going to start off with my trimmer. Got to have that, because there's a little bit of cutting. So I've got a piece of A4 cardstock. Okay, I am going to pop it in my trimmer with a long side at the top. And I'm going to cut it in, I'm going to score it in half. And I'm going to do this for one sheet of A4. So for metric A4, I'm going to score it in half at 14.8. But if you have a different size, like American letter size or anything like that, just put it in and score it in half. You will make 2 card bases. I'm then going to cut it in half at 10.5 centimetres. So I've got my 2 10th fold card bases, both exactly the same size. Yeah, easy peasy to start off with. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you what we do next. Now, to make the card open like this, we need to cut some of this off. So I need to cut it. If I put it in my card, I can see exactly where I need to cut it. I need to cut it from this corner to this corner. So I need to cut it from the right hand fold downwards to the edge on the opposite point. So I'm going to pop it in my trimmer. I'm going to line up the score with our cutting line. And I am going to bring the bottom point right down. Can you see that? So line up with this little edge there. Oh, something very loud just drove past. Right, my window, and I'm going to cut that up there, and you're going to have the card that then opens like this. And then when you do the other one, which is going to go in there, you want it to be opposite. So you want to cut this piece off here, if I'm right. Let's have a look. Yeah, so you want to cut it from here to here. So again, just opposite from the outside top edge to the inside score line. Excuse me, Alfie, that's my dog. He was a bit upset about whatever just drove past. Right, okay, so like that. So these will now fold in opposite and close like so. So that's the basis of your card like that. Okay, so I'm going to put that to the side. And then you're going to want a piece that folds up in the middle. So to do that, you need another card base, exactly the same measurements, but opposite way round. So instead of scoring at 14.8 to make it in half, I'm going to score it at 10.5 to make it in half. So put the short edge at the top, 10.5 score, turn it round, score it 14.8, like so. And then you have this the way around, so exactly the same, just a different orientation. Yeah, simple. Okay, and that's going to make the middle piece in our card that flaps up and down like this. Okay, So I'm going to start off by gluing this piece together because I can do that. Here we go. Got my Tombow. I love this glue because it sticks really well, but it also gives you a couple of seconds to move it around so you get it exactly in the right place. Gives you a bit of grace. So make sure it can shut like so, like that. Okay, now when I made my first one, I popped it in like this, same way as Kylie did. I found it was quite difficult to shut it, so what I did was I took a little tiny smidgen off the edge, just to take away a little bit of that bulk where the fold is. And when I say a smidgen, that's a real technical measurement. Not really, it just means about like a millimetre, no measuring, just take off a smidgen. See that? And that's going to make that fit really well inside. Now, the other thing that I did is, she's got hers inside like this, and hers did really well. I don't know why mine was so proud. So, but to make it a little bit less bulky, instead of sticking it like that, I stuck mine down on my second attempt like this. So it still opens exactly the same, but I stuck it at the back instead of in the middle. And that for me works a little bit better. But do it however you think works for you. So I can stick all that down already. So we've got that, and I'm going to pop this on here. Make sure it's lined up really well. It's a bit over, there we are. Make sure it shuts really well, and then you'll find it shuts a little bit better. And give it a good go now. You really want your edges to be burnished because they've got to fold flat and there's a lot of bulk in it. So get your bone folder out. If you don't have a bone folder, get one of those. You need one of those. It's amazing what a difference it makes. So there you go, that will help it shut. All right. Now, the easy part is the decorating. It's so fun. But that's the basis of your card. So I have brought in the absolutely stunning design series paper from this suite called Expressions in Ink. And I have really been laying into mine, making these cards. But you can see they're gorgeously foiled in all these greens and pinks and golds. And they are speciality papers. So they have all this gold metallic foiling on one side and then these pretty papers like watercolour on the back. Really beautiful. Stunning. Well, these are going to be retiring soon. So you might want to grab them if you like them. I had to buy a couple of packets because I ran out. And I remember when they first came out, they were out of stock for ages because they were so popular. But of course we've had other products coming out since. So we managed to keep them in stock, which is great. You can see I've used the metallics for these ones here. Just so pretty. Okay, so I've already cut mine up just to save a little bit of time. I've cut up the starting point and I'm going to show you how to do it. So I want some to go here and to go here, and to do that I've picked this piece with this metallic with this pretty kind of flower on. I've made it the right size for the front panel of a card, which is just 1/2 centimetre smaller. So that's 14.3 by 10. The dog's whining. And I'm just going to cut it in half. Now, interestingly, you can do this the wrong way. So make sure you cut it the right way. I need to cut it that way. Like line it up to your card so you can see it and then you'll know. Because believe me, you can cut it the wrong way and it won't fit. She's bizarre. To me. Right, okay. So I've got these two pieces that now fit on here. Like that. And then I want some for the inside flaps as well. Okay, so I am going to use another piece exactly the same. I'm going to work out, I need to cut it that way. No, I need to cut it that way to fit. So line it up to my card base. I can see which way it has to be cut. Otherwise you end up having to turn it over and use the other side. Okay, so that makes sense because that piece now fits on there and that piece now fits on there, like so. So we've got those pieces done. turn that one that way and that one that way. I know which bit's what. And then I need a piece for this piece here. So that's exactly the same size, 14.3 by 10. So we have a tiny little layer to go around. And I've cut the same piece of designer series paper as I've got on the front, and I'm going to pop that on there like so. Then a piece of basic white cardstock, again the same measurements, 14.3 centimeters by 10, and that piece is actually going to go on the inside of my card for my sentiments. Okay, now we can assemble it. So I had to let my dog out. Okay, here's a 1. So we know that this is going to go here, so we can get our glue going. He loves to be in here when I'm crafting, my little dog, my big dog. He doesn't leave my side until lunchtime when my husband starts to make a chicken sandwich. Now, I'll leave it to your imagination why he wants to go out with my husband making a chicken sandwich, honestly. Right, okay, so line it up, make sure you've got a nice even border. It's not as straight as my last one. Oh, be careful about that. And then this one. So yeah, we will be having a brand new catalogue coming at the beginning of May. I'm very excited because I'm a demonstrator, which means I get to see all the new goodies in the catalogue early, which means tomorrow. Tomorrow the PDF is available to Stampin' Up demonstrators of our brand new annual catalogue. And I'm very excited to see all the new in colours, all the new goodies and all the new products. And then we can pre-order from it from the 1st of April. So if you're interested in any of that, you could join my team. Join my team and be part of the gang. Okay, and then on this side, on the inside, we can do this. If you're ever interested in any of that, you can find all the links in the description box down below. You can find the links to my online shop as well. And don't forget to put in the hostess code. It's not hostess, host code. The monthly host code if you're shopping with me. And then I can send you a thank you gift and a card for shopping online with me. I like to do that. There we go. So quickly assemble it together. Like so. And as you can see, it's coming together nicely. This piece is good. I could use that piece like that. That would be really pretty as well. But I think I like that pop of pink. Let me check actually. What do I like? No, I'm going to go with the green. I think we've got enough pink on the front. So we'll go with the green. Why not? There's enough of the kind of whitey colour in there, I think, to make it stand out from the background. So, and there like that. Like so. Okay, we've got that one on there, we've got that one on there, we've got that one on there. My insert I'm going to put in last of all because I'm going to stamp on that. So I'll stamp before I glue it down in case I go wrong, because then that gives me a bit of leeway to turn the piece of paper over or do a new one. Dog's let himself back in. Okay, so I'll show you the dies that I've got that come with the Artistically Expressions in Ink set. So we've got these gorgeous dies that come with it, aren't they stunning? And they cut out the stamps. Yeah, they're so pretty. The stamps are here. And yeah, so it cuts out all of these stamps. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and these get cut out. And that one. This was like a big watermark. I really love that one. These are standalone ones. Absolutely stunning. I'm going to be using that one. So those are the dies that come with it, and these are the stamps. Oops. Move them out of the way. So what I've done already is I've cut this one out from those dies I just showed you using the Artistically Inked papers with the gold foiling. So that's going to go on the inside here. Just pop that there like that, just to give it a bit of decoration. So I'm actually going to stamp on that white layer in the middle. I don't need to stamp on here, but because I've left a big, lovely, big kind of negative space there, you could easily stamp on there if you prefer. So I'm just dotting some glue along my die cut, or you could use the self-adhesive sheets that we supply for intricate dies. They're fabulous. I always just forget to use them. I don't know why. Make life difficult for myself. I'm going this way. I just glue that down. Just let that put that in a bit. And let that glue down. Right, okay. So we've got that one. That's really, really pretty. I have brought in another couple of dies. You could decorate your card any way you like. I've brought in another couple of dies, and this one is from the Stitch So Sweetly die set, which is here. I use this so much, you can see. Look at the state of it. I mean, I constantly use it. It's, see, it always have the label I want, and they're stitched, so it's beautiful. And I have also brought in these gorgeous, amazing thanks dies for this card. Oh, sorry, I managed to get stuck together. And they are, it says, thanks, you are amazing. And it has the outline, and then it has the die. So, thanks, you are amazing. So, what I've done is I've cut out the thanks in the pink, the same as this one. I've cut out from another piece of the DSP, I've cut out the thanks shadow. So that's going to go on here. And from this gorgeous piece, I have done the Stitch So Sweetly die shape like that. Very simple. And I'm going to glue these together. So simple. But you could do anything with this fold, I suppose. It's my lunchtime. Right, go on here. Right, thanks. I am covered in glue today. And then I'm going to pop that on here. And I'm going to stick it down flat. I could pop it up on mini dimensionals, but I thought I'd do it flat to save a little bit, because there's quite a lot of bulk in this card with the layers of cardstock. Just to not make it too much. Pop the thanks in there. And I think that light green shows up okay on that dark green, fine. Okay, I'm going to put that on the front of the card. I'm going to pop it here like that. So pretty. Now, I would stick it up on dimensional foam pads, but again, I'm a bit just wary of the thickness of the card, especially if I pop it in the post. So I'm going to just stick it flat down. And instead of putting the glue on here, where I might get it on this bit and glue my card shut, I'm just going to put it where I want it to go, on the one side of the fold, so that when I open it, I haven't got glue here and it's not going to glue it shut. So I put it on the other side of there. So thanks. How cool is that? That's my dog again. He's misbehaving today. All right, so I'm going to grab in a couple of the stamps from the stamp set. I have got this lovely big watercolour splodge. I'm going to ink it up with the polished pink. I've picked out some of the colours from the papers, and they're always printed on the back of the papers. So you can see, right, I'm just going to put it on there, and I've stamped it off. It's quite a bright pink. Make it a little bit less bright, because I'm going to stamp the green, which is a nice dark green, but it's not really dark. I'm going to stamp the green on the top of it, and I'm going to take the thanks from this set. There's a nice happy birthday stamp. There's all sorts in this set. There's a best wishes, but I've got a thanks on the front, so I need to put thanks inside. Right, and then put some glue on, and our card will be completed. You might want a few little gems on the front. I might go back and put some on, but I am loving that with those papers, just the way it is. Okay, so you have got your triangle flip flap card. Do check out Kylie Bertucci's original that she made, because that's who inspired me to make this card, but she used the Artfully Layered set. So this is the cards I've made for this morning, and I just hopped on to remake it for you now. So that's my thanks, that's my happy birthday one, and I made that one go up that way as well, same as this one. And then I did this one during my coffee and cards live, and I made it go this way. So yeah, how is that? So pretty. I hope you like it. You can grab any of these products if you like them in my online shop. Thank you for watching. Do give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.